Most business owners at this point know that they need some form of social media to move their brand forward. But there's still one question that I get asked every week. So today we are talking about whether your business actually needs to be on Instagram. Let's get right into it. If you're new here, my name is Liz and I help coaches and consultants add video to their business. Be sure to subscribe so that you never miss any of my future content. Now, it's really tough for new business owners to figure out which social platform they should be on. Sometimes we hear ideas like, oh, you should be on every single platform so that you get as much traction as possible. Then we hear the opposite point of view. Just pick one platform and really focus there. But the question that I get asked the most is whether Instagram is critical to a person's business success. Is Instagram the golden platform that is going to give you the most traction and the most visibility? I know that people are often torn about Instagram because it seems like a platform for the kids, just like TikTok might feel like. However, there are some real benefits to getting on Instagram. If you have to pick one platform to get on, and of course it's a good idea just to start with one so that you understand how social media works, then to be honest with you, I would pick Instagram. No matter what niche you're in, Instagram is going to be a platform where you will find an audience and be able to build a community there. So I'm going to go over 6 or 7 different reasons that you should consider Instagram for your business very seriously and how you can get started right away with video for your business. Let's jump right into it. Now, the first advantage that Instagram has over any of the other platforms is visual variety. You can post so many different types of content on Instagram, and this is of benefit to you as well as to your audience members. If you decide to go all in with YouTube, then of course you have to be strong on video. Same with TikTok. Or if you decide to head straight for Twitter, or X as they call it, then you need to be able to write interesting and catchy captions. But if you want to do as many of these things as possible and have as much variety with your content as possible, then Instagram is the way to go, because you can post graphics, you can post photos, you can do text, you can do carousels where you have lengthier pieces of information, you can do video, live stream, short form. Practically every single type of content is available for you to make use of on Instagram. This means that you can start with those types of content that are your strength while you learn how to create the other types, and your audience never gets bored with what you are posting if it's good content. They always have different things to look at. They're not stuck only watching videos or only reading short posts. So this really means that you have an opportunity to start where you already are with your strengths and put out the best content for your audience. There's no other platform that gives you this level of variety and as many tools and resources within the platform itself. So this is one real reason why your business should absolutely be on Instagram. Next, consider the fact that one day your business might want to invest in paid advertising. And my friends, there is no machine anywhere in the world that has as many statistics perfect for advertising as Facebook does. And of course, Facebook owns Instagram. So Facebook has data on every single person that ever touches that platform. So because of this reason, when you invest in paid ads, either with Facebook or with Instagram, you are actually having an opportunity to target your material really well. You can put your ads in front of people who have the greatest likelihood of clicking on those ads and watching them and actually purchasing your products and services or signing up for things. Nobody has as much data in their hands as the Facebook machine. Even though YouTube ads, Google ads, Pinterest ads, all of them work, Facebook's advertising machine and the data that they have is incomparable to anything else that's there on the platform right now. So when you start using Instagram for your business, you are accessing everything that is within that machine of Facebook. You get access to that data so that you can use it to put your ads in front of the right people. This gives you the best opportunity to avoid throwing money and wasting it down the drain with ads, and instead using that money for ads that are really going to get in front of the right people. Now, we're interrupting this video so that I can remind you to subscribe. I think you should do that first. And if you want to get started with video sooner rather than later, then be sure to look for the link in the description below so that I can send you a free resource and you can get started this week with video. Now let's jump back to our video. Now, another really obvious reason to use Instagram is just for the pure, easy reason that you can cross-post to Facebook. When you post things to your Instagram feed, you can also select that option to automatically post it to Facebook, which means you can kind of kill two birds with one stone. You don't have to be manually going and posting on Instagram and then again on Facebook. So just with the one post, you can actually reach two different platforms. And in fact, many people have different audiences on these two different platforms. I know that for me, the audience that follows me on Instagram, they're not necessarily the same folks that are following me on Facebook. So the fact that I can just post one time and then reach two different audiences on two different platforms is a real time saver and a real advantage. This doesn't happen with any of the other platforms. It's not like you can post to YouTube and have that automatically show up on LinkedIn. So of course, you can invest in something like a social media scheduler where you just upload one time and it just posts to different places. However, the organic reach that you get from posting to Instagram and Facebook at the same time is unparalleled because that company owns the other, of course. So they are not going to limit your reach in any way. Instagram, Facebook are happy to show your content to the other platforms because it's all owned by the same company. Another thing I really like about Instagram is the sense of community that you can build. You'll notice if you are an active Instagram user yourself that people really like following certain accounts and investing in them. They invest their time and their energy into watching their content and sharing their content and actually following along with that brand. And it really builds a sense of loyalty and camaraderie between people that actually follow your brand on Instagram. So what I really like about building a community on Instagram is that you can post different types of content and your audience will engage with practically everything. It's not like with YouTube where random people might leave comments, and of course your subscribers might leave comments too, but often your subscribers are not interacting with each other in any way. They're all random people all across the world who just happen to be subscribed to your YouTube channel, for example. On the other hand, on Instagram, somehow the vibe is a little different. It almost feels like every time you post something, there's a little party going on. People are commenting to each other, people might be sending you DMs, and it feels like it's your own little world. So this is the whole point of building a community, because people feel like they are a part of something, they are interested in something that you are doing, and this is how you get more engagement and visibility to your brand. Now, another really powerful reason to consider Instagram for your business is the level of collaboration you can do there. We know by now that you can live stream and work in groups with people on Instagram, and that really helps to build up both of your audiences, help to get more information out to different people, help other people to get eyeballs onto your brand. These are things that are not as easy to do on other platforms. Of course, you can do this on Facebook as well, since Meta owns the two, but it's harder to do these type of things on YouTube or on Pinterest or on LinkedIn, for example. So if you really want to network and connect with other people in your industry or in complementary industries, or you want to have guests onto your Instagram or join other people's Instagram, then this is really a great tool to use. Many of my clients who actually don't love posting regularly to Instagram, on the other hand, have no problem with doing collaborations. It's just something that they're more comfortable doing. So instead of constantly posting graphics or carousels, they are often just jumping on live streams with other people because they're comfortable doing that. The two people have a conversation, it gets saved to their Instagram feed, and then their audiences love it. So this is a really, really powerful way to get your brand in front of more people. Let's not forget how useful is the search function in Instagram. I can't tell you the number of times that I have wanted to look for a local business, either in my area or in an area where I am traveling, and I've been able to find them on Instagram and have not had any success on Google in the meantime. So Instagram's search engine function really allows you the best chance to get found by people. If somebody is specifically looking for help or information on a topic that you are a specialist in, they can enter one or two of those keywords into the search engine, and then you have a very, very good chance of getting found in that search engine. On the other hand, if somebody goes to Google and enters those same keywords, how many billions of options are going to show up there? I know that many people sometimes find my brand simply because I have the words video and video coach and video marketing within my keywords, within my bio. So people bump into my brand just accidentally because they're looking for it. Remember, when people search something in the search engine and they are manually typing it in and they bump into you like that, those are actually warm leads. Those are not people that just randomly stumbled upon your account across the internet. They went looking for something specifically and they've ended up on your account. So that is a warm lead. That is somebody who is already interested in your topic. Consider how much more this furthers your brand and connects you to that person. So this search engine functionality is a really, really great reason why every business should be on Instagram, because you have a great likelihood of being found there just by people who are searching for your thing. And last but not least, my favorite reason for why every business should be on Instagram, and that is you always have a direct connection to your target market and to your customer. That means, unlike many other platforms like YouTube or podcasts, for example, your customer and your client and anyone in the world who is interested in something that you've posted or that you've said, they can send you a direct message. They don't have to jump through all of these hoops and track down your email and your phone number or anything. With one click of a button, they can send you a direct message. You can read it and write back to that person specifically. Think about how much time that saves, and think about how you are limiting the barriers for your clients and your customers to interact with you. If someone has a question about your service or they're interested in working with you, within a couple of seconds they can access you directly. This is such a huge thing that people don't really realize the impact of. Not only that, but all of the interactive features that are built into Instagram allows people to just connect with you within seconds. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I'm a huge fan of Instagram stories. And one thing I love about Instagram stories is that when I post stories, people are actively engaging back. They're either responding to something that I've posted, or they're sending me a direct message specifically asking about something, or they are simply using some of the interactive features. So all of this is an indication to the algorithm gods of Instagram, that people are interested in what I'm saying and what I'm talking about. This gives me a direct link to that person. Imagine if somebody is watching my Instagram stories regularly, they're actively sort of commenting and interacting with those stories. One day, if I post something about a product or service that I'm launching and it's relevant to that person, it is so much easier for them to reach out to me because they've already had a little bit of interaction in some way. So these type of tools that are available in Instagram really help to shorten that gap. This is one of the real reasons why businesses need to consider using Instagram, because your client, your target market can access you really easily. It becomes super, super easy for them to connect with you if they are interested in anything that you have to say. This means you don't necessarily have to make a sale at that exact moment, but at least you can start a conversation there. You can start building a relationship there. You can make yourself accessible to your target market. One day, someday down the line, that person may have a need for your service, or they may know someone who has a need, and it will be very, very easy for them to reach out because the relationship is already there. So if you haven't already added Instagram to your platform portfolio, be sure to consider it. Don't think of it as a place where just the kids hang out, because every single known brand nowadays is on Instagram. They are making use of it. They are making sales from it. People are running their entire businesses off of certain social media platforms, and Instagram is definitely a great one. Now, having said all of this, in full transparency, I want to make one extra point here. The title of today's video is, Does your business need to be on Instagram? My answer to this is yes, I really, really think it should be. However, the one thing about Instagram that has always bothered me so much is the fact that as soon as you stop posting with great frequency, then the platform seems to just kind of slow down magically. It takes a while to recover if you take a break from Instagram or if you're not posting regularly and repeatedly and consistently throughout the week. So if you get on Instagram, you have to be ready and willing to play the Instagram game. You cannot just be posting once a week and then disappear for 3 weeks at a time, because it will be hard for you to recover and ever get any traction on Instagram. So it is an investment of your time. Because of this reason is why I always recommend you don't just stick with one platform like Instagram that values things like recency. Instead of that, always add on another platform like YouTube. The thing about YouTube is that even if you don't post a YouTube video for 2 months, people will still be searching for your videos. You will still be getting views. Videos that I posted years ago are continuing to get views. They are still generating comments. They are still generating interest and business for me years down the line. You'll never find that with Instagram because things just get buried quickly there on Instagram. So always have a platform where you focus on long form content, specifically things that are evergreen, that will continue to have interest and traction, just building always in the background. Don't ever put your eggs all in one basket on a platform like Instagram or Facebook. So I really want to make sure that you are clear on that point, because if you decide to get on Instagram or in Facebook today, that is wonderful, but be sure you have another really strong long form platform also being built at the same time. Now, if you like this video, I hope that you will give it a like, share it off with one of your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, because every single week I bring you a new video teaching you how you can add video to your business. So until next time, take care.